Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Jeremy Burkett, and if you're already in my section of Honors 100, you know that. But if you're not, I just want to do a quick introduction because we wanted to put together this video for all of the honors students, kind of in the freshman year, specifically talking about course choice. Registration is upon us. Some of you are kind of coming up to that, maybe even starting to choose your classes for next semester. And we know that it can sometimes be difficult to really understand how the honors program is supposed to fit with your major, whatever you've chosen to kind of pursue in your time here at Stevenson. So in this video, I want to cover three topics. I want to keep this as short as possible, but I wanted to arrange the three topics sort of in order of beginning of the honors program, middle, and end. And again, specifically, how do those parts fit with the courses that you should choose or that you should register for? So the first point is, many of you already know this, that as you enter the honors program, right at the beginning, kind of spread between your freshman and sophomore year, one of the requirements to be an honor student is that you have to select a certain number of honors C courses. Now, C is SEE. That is the Stevenson Educational Experience. It's the core common curriculum that everyone who is at Stevenson has to take a certain number of history courses, a certain number of humanities, all of those kind of things. But as an honors student, your requirement is you have to take certain honors designated C courses. And sometimes choosing them is simple, but there are some kind of just common misconceptions, maybe fact versus fiction things out there. So one of the things that I wanted to show or just demonstrate is that a common thing that students find is that they'll maybe talk to friends or they'll start to hear from upperclassmen or something about what are those honors courses that they can pick from. And one of the common things that kind of comes back year after year is that there's some confusion that it seems like, or people start to feel like, the only honors courses they can pick from are science courses. This is very common. It happens every year. And one of the reasons, I just want to explain the reason why people get confused about this. Whether you know it or not, by numbers, the people who are coming to Stevenson and enrolling in the honors program, by numbers, the majority of students in the honors program are either in the nursing school or in one of the various science departments. I get the School of the Sciences, but in some of the departments in there. So if you added up all of the people in the program and then did percentages, the single highest percentage of students that are choosing their courses are, for a lot of reasons, choosing some of the science honors courses. And so you can see right off the bat, if you're talking to people, you have a better chance of talking to someone who has chosen to take a science course. Now, you don't have to choose to take a science course, but you can. And to kind of help just explain why this is a misconception, I'm going to share my screen to show you the list of honors courses that we offer every semester. You can see on the screen here, and I've just tried to highlight the only science courses that exist to show that there are, in fact, the truth of the matter is there are actually more non-science courses offered all year long than there are specifically STEM or science courses. You can see here in the fall, we actually have quite a lot more options for C courses or required kind of honors courses. And then in the spring, we still offer versions that folks can kind of fit in and choose from that will all count towards those requirements of the first phase of your honors program. Okay, so I'll stop sharing the screen now and we'll come back to this. The second point that I just wanted to kind of give some clarity on is coming to honors contracts. Now, I guess depending on whether you're talking to your peer mentor or you kind of cover this in other weeks of Honors 100, honors contracts can also be confusing. At the very base level, an honors contract is something that you enter into beyond those first, second year courses. So you're now looking ahead at some of your upper level courses that you will choose to create an honors contract and then essentially make this other course into an honors course, even if it wasn't designated or offered as one, because of the contract project that you end up doing. Some of the, again, here, we're going to talk about some of the common misconceptions or misunderstandings of what those projects can be. Number one, a lot of people will confuse that they have to do an honors contract necessarily with a course in their major. So it has to be upper level and it has to be a research project. Once again, some of these ideas happen because just simply numbers. Many students choose to focus on a course in their major, an upper level course in their major, and many students choose to make that a research project. It's common practice in a lot of the science fields, the nursing fields. So that happens to just be what a lot of people pick. But don't worry. The limitations on honors contracts are not limited to to research projects. They're the creative projects. You can design things if you're in the School of Design or if you're in humanities. The possibilities for what those contracts can be are enormously varied. So you can choose to do tons and tons of things, and you can choose courses. It just has to be an upper level course. So whether it's in your major or not, you can look at a course that you are interested in taking further. You find a course beyond the first or freshman, sophomore year that you want to engage with deeper. You want to think about at a deeper level, and that can be a course that you choose for your honors contract. All right, the third and final topic is looking at the end of your honors program. You've gotten through your freshman year, your sophomore year, pretty much your junior year. If you're in your senior year, the third piece to this is the Honors 400 seminar course that you need to take. And in a nutshell, this is like a culminating, like a capstone kind of experience. Now, sure, you're very likely going to be doing your own capstone within your major. Some majors, that's traditionally an internship. Other majors, that's traditionally maybe a research project or some kind of job training, job shadowing. There are lots of things that you're going to be doing in your own majors, but as part of the honors program, the Honors 400 capstone seminar course is meant to help students see that throughout the program, you have been exposed to ways of thinking, interdisciplinary ways of thinking, collaborative ways of thinking, all throughout the courses, through those first freshman and sophomore level courses, but especially in your contracts. When you design a contract, you're thinking about something from multiple angles. And in Honors 400, that is the basis of the course. Students will enter that course, engage in a project, something that will approach a central issue, a central idea from all of the areas that you as the student bring to it. Whatever your major is, whatever you've studied for those 3.5 years before, you're bringing that to the table and you're going to contribute to these broad, challenge kind of problems in that final piece to the honors program. So to end with that, like I said, I wanted to kind of very quickly give some overview, some tips to think about as you're selecting your courses, both for this semester, but also some tips for you to think about as you continue on through your honors program. So hopefully that helps, and don't hesitate to reach out to your instructors, your advisors. Dr. Glazer is the director of the program, or myself, Dr. Sorokin, whoever you have connections with, if you have further questions on this. So, all right, good luck, everybody, and we'll see you next time.